Welcome back to WFMJ Community Connection. Excitement, excitement. Guess who I have in the studio? With me today, I have Devyn Bellamy from 94.7 Star. Good morning, Devyn.
Good morning.
I am so excited and glad that you joined me here on Community Connection, because now people are going to be able to see a face with what they hear on the Steve Harvey Morning Show as they're listening, as they're driving in to their work and to jobs.
Yeah, that was one of the best parts of the jobs, that nobody knew what I looked like. They knew the voice, and they were like, oh, yeah. And then they see me walking down the street, and I'm like, not sure I like him.
Oh, no.
But it's okay. I like being able to just walk around and nobody know who I am. Like,
well, now I'm outing you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's that guy. That's the guy.
Oh, my God.
But like I remember I used to get... when I used to see Michelle Nix when I first moved here. I'm like, oh, she's on TV, and that's her right there. She's on TV, it's right here. Thought she was taller. No.
Wait, and people say, oh, I thought you were much taller. It's like, no, there's a little box that I stand on that makes me look taller.
Yeah.
But Devyn, tell my viewers a little bit about Devyn Bellamy.
Well, I am a big nerd. That's first and foremost, let's just get that out the way. I played tuba 4 years, 2 in high school, 2 in college. I was a drummer before that.
Wow.
So yeah, I did marching band, water polo, varsity water polo, varsity swimming, and doing martial arts since I was 9.
Wow.
But my first love has always been computers and production and music. And so it all came together quite nicely working for the radio station.
And you're not a Youngstown native. You're actually from California, I heard?
That's right. I'm from Sunnyvale, California, Silicon Valley, the most expensive place in the country to live right now.
Wait, is it the most expensive place?
Yeah, it wasn't when I lived there growing up, because I grew up during the transition, during the dot-com boom. So through the 80s and 90s, it started getting progressively more expensive to a point where now it's literally impossible to live there unless you're making 6 figures. It's just... You need a roommate everywhere you go.
Need to get somebody to shack up with. I understand
people,
that, though.
They were like, how can you move to Youngstown? It's
Cost
cheaper.
of living?
Yeah.
Cost of living is
like,
a
my
little
apartment
better.
is $600, and I love it, and it's huge. And so it's like, I compared to having to live in a garage for like $900 a month, you know.
Something else. I love it.
I'm okay.
Well, Devyn, tell me about how you like being here in Youngstown. Well, tell me about how you like working for Star 94.7.
Well, I like it a lot. It caters to a lot of my skills. That's one of the reasons why I like it. I've always wanted to work someplace that uses everything I know how to do, and I'm big into social media marketing and advertising, and so I came on and I do the social media for the station. I also do like the light engineering work. If something falls apart, chances are I'm the one that fixes it. Yeah, and there's a lot of different hats that I wear at the station. There's
other than that Kangol you have on right now.
Yes, well, they all look like Kangles.
Okay.
I make that look. Yes, that's my thing.
That's a good look there, Devyn.
Oh, one more time. Yeah, okay, that guy right there.
And you got personality plus. Really, that is what is needed. You know, I tell people, you know, especially when people want to be on TV or be in broadcasting, you have to have a little bit of a personality.
Absolutely.
You can't be a dry person. You have to have some enthusiasm and some outgoingness. And brother, you've got it.
Thanks.
You got it.
It's harder on radio because people don't see physically what you're doing. I mean, you could be hand gesturing like crazy, talking about the most amazing thing on earth, and they don't know that, and it has to come out through the mic. And whenever I'm training people, that's one of the first things I try and tell them. It's like, okay, you got to have your personality come through. You're not. We're not DJs anymore. We're on-air personalities because you aren't controlling any of them. That's one of the things people don't know. We don't control any of the music when we're on air. There are separate people whose their only job is to control the music, and they're constantly looking for listener feedback, but the point is we ain't got nothing to do with it.
That's interesting
so
too.
Yeah, all I do is basically pause and then talk, and so that's where our big money comes in, is being the personality.
Yes, and you know what, again, you've got personality plus. At least I think you do. I mean, when I met you for the first time, when I think we were at the African American Festival over in Warren.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, there's Devyn Bellamy. You know, and someone took the picture, and I didn't even think I put it on my Facebook page. Like, this is Devyn. I was just so excited to be able to share that. Like, I had an ounce, a little nugget of knowledge that nobody else had. And I was like, I'm putting it on Facebook.
But see, I'm over here the same. I was like, oh my God, there's Madonna. There's Madonna. There's Madonna. She's on the TV. And then she's right here. Because I've seen her at home, and then she's here. Like I've seen her on her show, and I've seen the promos, and it's like, hey, and then she comes around the chair, tune in, and I'm like, that's Madonna. And then she's like here, and it's like, oh my God. So yeah, I get my little fan moment too. I can go fanboy.
Oh, you're
sometimes.
too much.
I try and reel it in, though.
But I was so excited that day, though. I really, really was. And I told everybody, this is Devyn, you know, because again, we hear the voice, we know the voice, but we never can connect it and to the handsome face that it's attached to.
Thank you.
But really, and the other thing that I want to say that I truly enjoy when I listen to you, again, your enthusiasm, your outgoing personality, it shows, it comes through without a hitch. But one thing that you always do is you give honor to your sons.
Yes, my boys, Devyn and Donovan.
Right.
Yeah, they live on the east side.
And I will just tell you, that's a fatherly tribute that can't be matched.
I appreciate that. Their mother and I are, I guess you could say, we're incapable of having discussions with each other. And
That's
right
okay.
now we're going through it with custody and in visitation. So really the only way they have a chance of hearing from me right now is through the radio. Yeah, because they live in town. And a lot of people think it's like, oh no, they live so far away. No, they live off McGuffey.
Well, I will tell you that I'm very honored and proud that you do that. And it's something that's your mantra. It's almost like this is a dad that is concerned and loves his sons. That's what children need. They need that strong male figure. And you've got it, Devyn. You've got it.
Thank you very much. That's one of the things I was trying to, whenever I talk on the radio, I try and just remember that, there's Bill Cosby, there was Uncle Phil, and the one thing that they all had in common is that they were black guys that had a viewing audience and a listening audience, and the responsibility that they took with that. And I was like, that's really cool. And so I try and do the same thing when I'm on air, is just try and be, somewhat responsible as we can be during the radio morning show.
You got it, and you're doing it. And I want to just say I'm very thankful for 94.7 and the relationship that WFMJ has with you, the news cut-ins that you do. They're awesome. They're right on point. And I would just say I'm glad that it's been a whole year.
Oh yeah, we've had a lot of fun in this past year, and one of the funny things is that occasionally I'll get calls about the news. Like they try and ask me, it's like, oh, okay, so give me the gossip, give me the tidbits. Like honestly, I get all my news from WFMJ. It's where I get it all. I'm reading their stories with excitement and enthusiasm.
Right.
Yes,
I love it.
Intonation.
I love it.
But it's all coming from the WFMJ website.
I love it though, but I love it. Well, Devyn, I can't tell you how happy and how excited I am that you took the time from your busy schedule to walk on over here to the studio and do a segment of WFMJ Community Connection. Thank you.
Thank you. And real quick, let me go ahead and shout out Skip. Because Skip, he's camera shy. That's why
I would love to have had
Skip
sit next to you.
But Skip is like, no, Skip, hey, and Shelly, how you doing? And of course, my sons, Devyn and Donovan. In case you guys are watching, Dad loves you, and I miss you, and I can't wait to see you guys.
All right, Devyn, thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.